Hey guys, it's me, Latoya from LatoyaTheTherapist.com. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I wanted to hop on here really quickly and give you a few things to consider if you are looking for a therapist. I understand that seeking help, reaching out, getting in a space to where you can be vulnerable with someone else is definitely a big deal. But there are a few things that I want you to consider before you actually do it, right? So the first one is, have you considered how much time you have? Therapy is not a quick fix, unfortunately. Some issues are bigger than others, and so some things will be solved in a shorter amount of time than others, but none of this is a quick fix. Sometimes therapy can take a while. It can be a process, just kind of depending on what you have going on. If you're going in for childhood trauma and adult trauma, and there are multiple things going on, that may take a little bit longer if you're just experiencing some type of work stress, right? And I'm not saying that one is worse than the other, one is better than the other. I'm simply saying, do you have the time to commit to the process? That's what I want you to consider. Do you have the time in your schedule weekly, in your schedule bi-weekly? Like, are you being honest about how much time that this can take? Because like I said, it's not an overnight fix. Number two, are you ready to be honest? Sometimes people come in and I'm like, okay, tell me what's going on. And they're like, yeah, I'm just sad. I don't know what's going on. I can't get out of the bed. And I'm like, okay, well, have you tried this? And they're like, yeah, I did that. And I'm like, okay, well, tell me about your past. When in the past have you felt like this before? And we go round and round and round and round. And we talk about different interventions, and we talk about different coping skills, and we talk about so many things. Only for like 7 sessions in, they're like, oh yeah, I was raped right before I started seeing you. Kind of should have probably known that. We probably could have been doing a lot of different things between session 1 and 7. And I understand that it takes time to develop rapport, but I think that if you're ready and at a point to where you want to seek therapy, also be ready and be honest. You do no one any favors by holding things back. I get it. You're not going to tell me everything on the first session. That's fine. But by the third session, if you've had some type of trauma, I need to know about it. It changes the way I come at things. It changes the questions I ask, the exercises I have you do. Everything changes. So asking yourself, like, am I really ready to share what's going on? Am I really ready to talk about what's brought me to this point? That's going to be super important. And then number 3, your finances. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. We have gone to school, we have degrees, we have certifications, we take continuing education classes. We deserve to be paid, honey, and a therapist likes her coin. So with that being said, you have to ask yourself, am I in a financial position to where I can really invest in my healing, in my journey, in my growth? Because therapy is an investment. And so if you have insurance, fantastic. If you don't, you need to find somebody who can work with what you have, but considering your finances is going to be important. If you're in a place to where like you don't know if your lights are going to be on tomorrow, I'm not sure that paying for therapy is like your primary thing right now. Maybe wait until you have things a little bit more ironed out, but just understanding that therapy is a financial investment and asking yourself like, can I really commit to that at this time? And then finally, when you do your research and you find your therapist and you've read their blogs and you watch their YouTube videos and you've done all these things, consider, is this somebody you want to talk to? Up to 90% of the therapeutic outcomes depends on the therapeutic relationship. What that means is if you don't like me, I can still help you, but it's going to take us a little while. It's going to be a little bit more combative potentially, and then it's just not going to be as fun. So you have to consider, is this somebody you want to talk to week after week after week after week? And so then people will say, well, a lot of therapists don't do free consults. I'm one of those therapists. I no longer do free consults. There's a ton of information online about me. I have a YouTube channel. I have social media. If you want to get a feel for who I am, explore those pages. And so it's actually worked in my favor because by the time people have decided, I want to go to therapy, I'm ready for this, I'm ready to be open, I got my EAP or my insurance or my money or whatever, and then they choose me, they've already done the research. So when they call, they're like, hi, I'm looking for Toya. And I'm like, this is she. How can I help you? And they're like, yeah, I'm just trying to schedule an appointment. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, hey. So because they've watched me online, because they've read my blog posts and stuff like that, there's already a sense of connection. And so I would just encourage whoever you choose to work with, look them up. See, is that somebody that you enjoy? Like, I might drop a cuss word. I might reference Cardi B. Like, is that something that you're okay with? You have to consider those things when looking for a therapist. I definitely hope that you found this information insightful and helpful, and I hope you think about it as you potentially go on your own therapeutic journey. But if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Let's talk about it. Anything you want to add, any experiences you have with like reaching out to therapists or whatever, let me know. Make sure to tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend to subscribe and like this video. Y'all have a good one.